rubric. Now, we're gonna introduce to you examples of psychomotor skills that are related to the performance-based task. So first we have the fine motor. So it includes cutting paper with scissors, eye-hand coordination, coloring, drawing shapes, and connecting dots. So this fine motor is simply um, it happens during the our kinder days. So we have this our drawing books. So teachers make use of drawing books for us to learn or to able to enhance our skills in writing by doing these types of activity. Next is the gross motor. So it includes walking, jumping, throwing, skipping, hopping, and kicking. So any actions or activity that are related to those. So this can be seen in role playing where we have to enact and do such movements to um, relay the passage or the message of the context. So next is the complex, which is the performing, for example, is performing a golf swing or operate a computer or dissect a frog. So this would refer to the activities that are related to the subject matter. So for example, here is this dissecting a frog. So it would be under the sciences. So the students will eventually learn the anatomy of the frog by dissecting it or by performing it by itself. Next is the visual. So example for this is the copying. There next is the finding letters, and next is identify shapes. So it will focus on what is perceived performance that are what are perceived by the eyes. Next is the verbal and auditory. So next example for this is the pronunciation, the articulation, and the use proper lip and tongue. So these skills are commonly used or found during class presentation like reporting, which are necessary. Your verbal and auditory qualities are mainly used. So those are the example of the psychomotor skills. We have fine motor, gross motor, complex, visual, and verbal and auditory. So now let's gonna discuss about what is performance assessment. So performance assessments engage students in activities and tasks that require application of knowledge and skills through creating a presentation or a product. So performance is a shorthand performance-based or performance and product. So it can be simple or complex. So for example, for the simple things are like keyboarding skills. And if we go back, we go to complex performance based tasks. So it would be sample example is the remote control machine, making of remote control machine. So next, so under the performance assessment is the alternative assessment and authentic assessment, which cannot be used synonymously with performance assessment. Why? Because alternative assessment is any method that differs from conventional paper and pencil test. So aside from that, authentic assessment involves direct examination of a student's ability to use knowledge to perform a real life task. So under this is what constitute authentic assessment varies. So authentic assessments must be tasks that is realistic and outside the class, so it can be a performance based or formative, but it is typically um, a cognitively complex assessment, and it requires defense of an answer or product. And also it includes collaboration with others. So it could be a group activity, such as the role playing, drama, and other things that involves other people. So it has known scoring criteria, and it uses multiple indicators for scoring, such as their performance quality, the accuracy of data, and the like. So it has the mastery, of course, it has the mastery and the criterion reference orientation. So it is very evident in every performance-based task that we have undergone. Next is it benefits to using performance assessment. So what are those benefits? So learning occurs while students complete the assessment. So on the process of making those or preparing for their performance task is that they also learn from what they do, and the teachers interact with students as they engage to the task. So adding them with um, backup knowledge or any um, thing that would supply or help the students gain knowledge through preparing for their performance tasks. So next is it prepares students to thinking and reasoning outside of school. So they will apply their performance-based tasks on the real scenarios of life, that a day-to-day living. So of course next is the student learn that often no single answer is correct. So answers are complex and it varies from situations. And of course, lastly is the students value the task.